Yo, what's up, boys? How are you guys doing? I'm gonna make a market analysis today, talk about what happened, what I'm thinking, what the market's probably gonna do. I haven't done this one in a while, so I thought let me do it because this would be perfect timing. I see a lot of people online are kind of scared or laid back, but these are the times when you have to push it and dive in the market. So, as you have seen, Bitcoin went on a deep dive. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Bitcoin, about the current markets, and if you like this, I've never done this before. So if you like these analysis, these videos, I will put them out more for you guys, so you have a better understanding what's going to happen. So let's start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin went on a crazy rally. It hit all-time high. It stayed there for a while, and as you can see, due to our big friend Donald Trump and it's nice tweeting. He just tweeted, we are going to put 100% tariffs on China, and bam, we went down like crazy. However, this is bad for most people. $20 billion liquidations. This is why you never ever do leverage, because you can build your leverage case for months or even years, and one of these days you can get liquidated like nothing happened. People in spot are hurting, but they are not dead. People who did leverage are dead. So, Bitcoin. What's happening with Bitcoin? Bitcoin bounced crazy to 102. Now, as we can see, it's clearly consolidating between these two lines. I would say around 10, let me check, 106 and 116. That 10k gap looks like there's a lot of liquidity there. It's gonna build up maybe for a couple of weeks, and I believe in Q4 or even Q1 we can rise up. I've already put an analysis out in the group why this is going to happen. I'm gonna explain it in the next video more in detail, but it looks like we are, I would say, in my opinion, 70% more bullish than bearish. And this liquidation is good for us. Why? It makes the level leveled. What do I mean by that? First off, all the whales were manipulating. Everyone with big money just went to BNB, pushed memes up. The same thing happened in Solana. They just had a lot of money and pumped and inflated the coins like crazy. With this crash, the playing field is almost level again. So this is why when everyone's getting scared right now, you should really be the one to take even more time into the markets right now. If you look at others, now let's go to total 3, which means the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's still, if we zoom more out on a daily, we can still clearly see, if we do it in, that the uptrend over here was broken. Yeah. However, this level around a billion, around 950 billion, I mean a trillion or 950 billion is very important. As we can see, a moving average, it has been touched twice. It has not been broken yet, which shows some strength. So in the next couple of months or weeks, I would say, if we don't break this, we can see a retest to a probably all-time high. Yeah. And even if you want to double check even more, we can see clearly over here that it's still in range of the uptrend. So we can still state that a lot of liquidations that were sitting here, that's for liquidity that was sitting here, has been wiped out, and probably we can see an uptrend from here. Let's see if we can double check it with the Bitcoin chart. So what would you expect from Bitcoin? I expect a sideways movement before going up even more. And with the total 3, as we can see, this should be also one of those moments to happen. So it's aligned with Bitcoin at the moment. it doesn't show something else than Bitcoin. So for Bitcoin and the total 3 market cap, it is almost aligned with what's possible with my thesis. So 2 out of 3 look aligned. And let's see here with others. Others looks more dire in my opinion, because as you can clearly see here, it has broken. Oh, almost, yeah. Nope. It looks almost the same. It's still in its uptrend. It's sitting very low, even lower than its moving average. So it's possible that altcoins can even see more blood. However, it's still aligned with the other 2 coins, with the other 2 charts. You can see a lot of liquidity is still based here. A lot of buy and selling was there. So, and I would say most of the liquidity that was chilling around these places has been wiped out. So for all those 3, it looks aligned. So what's the play? The play is very easy, boys. Our big friend, I called it in Discord for around, let's see, I called it around 5.7 I mean, and it went to currently at 6.3. We are still early. So my opinion, it's still great time for Appster. However, Appster can even go lower than expected. It can even go to 5 million. However, in my opinion, it doesn't matter. I've been very bullish on this coin for a while. They've put thousands of, even gonna put millions of dollars into marketing, with Luca Nets behind it, with Pengu, with you name it. I think Abstract will be at least a top 5 or top 3 layer 2. I think its only competition is Base, and Arbitrum is currently at 3.4 billion, and I think Abstract will beat Arbitrum. And with that in mind, if Abstract goes to a 5 billion or even 10 billion evaluation, I think Abstract should at least have a 10% piece of that pie, and that would be, if it's 3 billion, it would be 300 million, and you can do the math. That is a crazy amount of returns. Still, my play would be buy in now, sell at TGE. So what does TGE mean? It means token generated event. So when the token is gonna get an airdrop, I'm going to sell. Maybe I am holding a bit longer. Why? Because I believe the airdrop will create a crazy amount of money into the markets. People will get hundreds of thousands of dollars into their wallets. I think this airdrop will be in the hundreds of millions. And when this airdrop comes, what are the most people gonna do? They're gonna reinvest in the tokens they already know. So we can see a crazy pump in the first day of the airdrop. So keep that in mind. I'm probably gonna sell a bit just to be sure before the airdrop, and when the airdrop is back, I'm probably gonna sell the rest. That is the plan for Appster. I'm not going in Newt anymore. I still have my Newt bag. However, my thesis was always sell Newt at TGE, at the airdrop. So what I'm gonna do with Newt, not touch it, not buy it, I'm not gonna buy more. However, it was not a smart choice. Looking back on it, I take it on the chin. I'm always direct to you guys. I can blame the owner, I can blame the community. However, without full accountability, you will not make it in this market. That's it. We move on. We take the L, we move on. And I still believe that we can break even or even profit from this Newt, but it's not a smart move moving forward. Moving forward, it's gonna be Appster, our big beloved friend. And I'm gonna have probably another video just purely dedicated on Appster and why it's gonna be a great investment. What's lurking around the corner is Monad. Monad's probably gonna have, between now and a few weeks, is gonna create its own ecosystem. Its ecosystem is going to be online, when that happens, you can see what I meant with Abster and Abstract, because they're gonna have an airdrop. Also, that airdrop will be probably in the millions of dollars when that happens, right? Because I believe the Monad people and the Monad investors and the Monad airdrop people, they're not the smart people. They just are the people who are in Discords and talk Discord. Just talk about it non-stop, and that's how you get an allocation. That allocation will be crazy, even though I have already talked about it in my, let me check for you guys, in our beloved FIP upcoming airdrops. As you can see here, it was a year and a half ago. I put it in the group. I also have made a video about it and an analysis. So people who got in it, congratulations. But what's gonna happen? Monad's gonna deploy its airdrop. It's gonna be all over the news. Everyone on Twitter is gonna share what they had, and what they're gonna do, they're gonna deploy it again back in its ecosystem. As we know about the house money effects, when people have a lot of money for free, they just do dumb decisions. They think that money that they got is just free money, so what they're gonna do, they're gonna gamble even more, and that's when we can profit from. How are we gonna profit from it? It's easy. I'm gonna allocate maybe a small portion of my money to Monad tranches, Monad degens. Don't do it with your full amount of money. Do it with a small amount. I'm probably gonna trade it for 1, 2, maybe 3 days. After that, everything will go into Abster. So I will use Monad to make as much profit as possible in the short term and flip it back to Abster. This is the analysis. Let me know, guys, if you like it. Should I do it more? If not, then I won't do it. However, I think this would be a smart way to do our thesis and our analysis. Alright, boys. See you soon.